I'm quite a fan of Owlcat games, and I currently have a game of Pathfinder Kingmaker on the go, but this one also caught my eye. Rue Valley takes the classic isometric RPG formula and mixes it up with a fresh twist, emotional depth and psychological intrigue. At its core, it's a game that revolves around time loop mechanic, like Groundhog Day.
Do you ever have deja vu, Mrs. Lancaster?
I don't think so, but I could check with the kitchen.
You play as a protagonist stuck in a repeating cycle, forced to unravel the mysteries about an anomaly trapping him. I love games like this, and having to repeat the same moments over and over, trying to piece the story together, finding out new information every cycle. Dialogue and decision-making are pivotal here. Every choice isn't just impacting the story, but also shifts your character's personality traits in real time. So, depending on how you set your character points up, could determine which responses you get access to. For example, the first time I played this short alpha test, I made my guy introverted. As such, he wouldn't say anything to the woman in the motel when she was on the phone. The next time I played, I made him more extroverted, and he was quite happy to make his presence known and his dissatisfaction felt. So, feeling reckless, your actions might become bolder. Feeling anxious, expect heightened sensitivity, which could change how the NPCs react to you. It doesn't just feel like storytelling, more of an evolving sandbox of exploring how emotions can affect gameplay. There's also a sort of memory stroke dreams section here that you can piece things together.
How do you know so much about Punxsutawney?
I've spent a lot of time.
A big comparison is going to be Disco Elysium. It has a similar isometric view and hand-drawn art style. But this USP, however, is going to be the time loop mechanic. And what's shown here in this short alpha playtest looks like a nuclear bomb that goes off. Unlike Groundhog Day, I've got a feeling it isn't something you can just change to break the loop.
Well, it's Groundhog Day. Again?
So here's what the developers have promised in the full game. It's going to have a deep narrative, so expect story that blends emotional storytelling with sci-fi mystery. Think Oxenfree meets Disco Elysium with an added layer of surrealism. Dynamic characters. NPCs aren't just background filler, they've got their own lives, problems and hidden agendas. Building relationships will likely unlock deeper story paths and unique outcomes. The time loop complexity. As time loops progress, anticipate puzzles and narrative threads becoming more intricate, challenge you to connect the dots across multiple cycles. A personality system, the game's signature feature. Your mood and mental state dynamically impact your dialogue options, exploration and even combat scenarios, if those are included. This system adds replayability as every playthrough could feel distinct. An immersive atmosphere. The game's handcrafted art style, emotionally charged soundtrack promises captivating vibe to keep you hooked. Alpha testing is free on Steam right now and expect to release later in 2025. If you're a fan of isometric narrative games such as Disco Elysium, I highly recommend keeping this one on your radar. I've got a good feeling it's going to be a brilliant game. Another demo I tried out was The Precinct, which I thought was pretty good, and you can see the video that's on screen now to see my thoughts on that one. Don't forget to hit the like button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.